Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Hold that for a while. I'm going to take over this. Okay. Say a word. You know, well, first of all, for a lot of us, this is like a way of life. And so when your pals think you're doing it right, that's a wonderful thing. It feels really good, head to toe. The first time I came up here was the first time they did it. And it was in 1998. And Chet Atkins asked me if I would drive him up to Muhlenberg County, which I'd only heard of. I'd never been here, because they were going to give him an award and induct him into the Thumbpickers Hall of Fame. So I drove him up here, and the event kind of started around lunchtime, and we got to about 3 in the afternoon, and Chet got tired. So he had somebody drive him home. And he turned to me and he said, why don't you say a few words on my behalf? He said, now, make me sound good. And he said, and I think they're going to give you a trophy. So you can't keep it. So I didn't, and I remember saying a few words. So my history with this place, first of all, is to show up in what obviously is like the birthplace of what we do, and it's like a family reunion. I'd never met my aunts and uncles, to be here. And so that day, I did that thing, and then about 2 days later, I didn't know if Chet was still feeling poorly. I got a phone call from him. He said, "You got that trophy?" He's going to make sure. So I went down and I told him what all I'd seen at the Drakesboro High School, and at that night, how the end of the night, every guitar player who owned one got up, and I think it was maybe 30 people, felt like it, got up and played "I'll See You in My Dreams." And I was floored. I'd never seen that many people who could do that, And so I came away from that really impressed, and later wrote a tune called Drakesboro Saturday Night about that event. And but since then, I don't know if I've been to every one of them, but I've been to most of them. And I've met so many good friends, met new generations of players. This is a really cool thing. That very first time we were at a high school. This is not a high school. Look what's happened to this whole thing. It's grown. Man, so happy to be a part of it. And thanks so much to you, for you guys who took out your pen and marked my name in. Thank you very much. I'm not as tall as they think. So you know how when you're going to do something like this, you say to yourself, "Oh my stars, what should I play?" And Vaughn came to my rescue, and she said, "You're going to play that gorilla song, aren't you?" And what can you do when you get a request from a fan, As a matter of fact, my co-writer is here tonight. Where is Jay? Where is he? He's out there somewhere, isn't he? There he is. They're back that way. There's a room. And he's here with Becky and his sister, our daughter, Jackson. So mom and 2 more kids, right? So I got the family here tonight. We're very excited. And so we'll plug in and we'll go, yeah. Yeah. It's working, isn't it? That's going to be too much because I'm going to have to sing. Much less. Amen. Okay. If I were a gorilla, la 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 la, I'd eat me a banana, na 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 na. I'd live in a treehouse, swing on a vine. One thing is sure, I would love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. And if or a tuba, ba 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 ba, all I do is ba 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 ba. I would take a big breath, march in a band. One thing is sure, I would love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause it don't matter to me, whatever you happen to be. An eagle an onion, a pig, or a grape. As long as you're you, I will love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, if I were a spaceship, bip, 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 I would take a long trip, rip, 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 rip. I would circle the planets and head for the stars, and then I'd come home, 'cause I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. And if for a daisy, z-z-z-z-z, you'd still be my baby, baby. I would pull all my petals out one at a time and always come up with I love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause it don't matter to me, whatever you happen to be. A beagle, an onion, a fig, or an ape. As long as you're you, I will love you. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we own the publishing on that, so if any of y'all would like to record it, just let us know. Let us know, you know, and we can. Could you give me just a little less of me in the monitor? It scares me. Yeah. The room is fine. Oh, yeah. So one of the things about thumb picking, it starts here, but it doesn't stop here. It spreads all over the world. And one of the people I met was from France. He was actually born in Tunisia, and then I met him when he was in France, Marcel Dadi. And so he learned all these tunes, but then wrote a batch of tunes of his own, and he would come to Nashville, and he would bring us over to France. And so every now and then when I would play something French, I'll think, Marcel. And what he would do, you know, the traditional thumb would be, right? Marcel would say, not me, Marcel does this. He'd speak about himself in the third person, and he'd play. And that'd be the little thing that he would do, the Marcel thing, right? So I'm going to check my tuning. And I'll take us to France after Paris. guys, a bunch. If I pull this out, is it dangerous? Okay, here we go.